How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. So in today's challenge, we've got the Las Vegas Raiders. So if you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, let me know down in the comments below some more video videos. Check out my social down in the description. Go to playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 Franchise Rebuilding content. And of course, check out my channel for the content TJP. Second channel down below in the description as well. So same as the previous rebuilds and the rebuilds going forward for the normal teams. 3 seasons trying to win a Super Bowl. That's what we can do with the Raiders, injury beyond, all that fun stuff. On the gameplay. So here we are in Madden National Football League 2023 with the Las Vegas Raiders. So let's take a look at the roster that we've got going on right now. So we got Devontae Adams. We got Chandler Jones. Darren Waller. Max Crosby. Josh Jacobs. Hunter Renfrow. Colton Miller. Denzel Perryman. Agent Cole III. Derek Carr. Daniel Carlson, Trayvon Mullen Jr., Rock Ya-Sin, Jonathan Abram, Kenyon Drake, Trevon Moehrig, Brown, Harmon, Keelan Cole Sr., Bilal Nichols, DeMarcus Robinson, Anthony Everett, got Hobbs, Darius, Jonathan Hankins, Foster, Kenny Young. So you guys see, there's definitely some talent on this team. But I'm sure there are some improvements that we can make here for this first season. We also have to double check that we have all of our picks, so that's another thing that I'm going to look at. But let's look at the improved team. Probably the positions usually of need. Yep, our lines. I was about to say left guard. We can use a better left guard. Pick up Eric Flowers for the season. Fits the scheme of the team. Right guard. We can pick up Darrell Williams. He fits the scheme of the team. Or Kyle Long. Brian Bulaga for right tackle. Could do that. Or Marcus Cannon, left end. Go with the D forward. But yeah, let's improve our line here. Let's go with Eric Flowers. Pick him up for the season. So we'll pick him up. We're gonna also pick up right guard Darrell Williams. We're gonna go Darrell Williams for a season, and then we will end off with right tackle. We'll go Marcus Cannon because he fits the scheme of the team. Does the scheme fit? And do I want to get a left end? Do I want to get a left end? No, not right now. But I do want to take a look at my pick situation. I want to double check what our picks are looking like. So if we take a look at the trade center, make sure we have all our picks. We have a lot of cap space, which is cool. So, in terms of draft picks, we got our picks, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Got 2 5th rounders, which is cool. So, yeah, pretty much all of our picks. We don't have our 7th rounder, but we have a 5th rounder, so makes up for it. I guess, with that being said, though, we're going to keep the team the way it is, and I'll see you guys in midseason, where maybe then we'll make a move if we have to. Alright, guys, well, it's a good thing we kept our pick. We are currently sitting at 2-4 right now. It's not very good. As you guys see, our offense isn't amazing. Our defense has been pretty bad as well. We give a lot of points. So that's not very good. 2-4 right now in the conference. And yeah, you guys see the standings so far. So I guess we could try to get a good pick. Maybe lose this season and try to draft well and see what we can end up doing going forward. In terms of stats, Derek Carr is not having a good year. Throwing 8 TDs, only 8 and 6 interceptions. That pass rate is not looking too good. So yeah, pretty bad. Josh Jacobs leading rusher, obviously, and Kenyon Drake, which is interesting. Receiving wise, Monte Adams, our leading receiver, only 1 TD, 3 TDs for Hunter Renfrow, and Keelan Cole Sr., Darren Waller. Okay, you see that. We got our blocking, which is an amazing. Marcus Cannon, give him about 7 sacks. Defense, Jalen Brown, 50 tackles, 40 for Perryman. Moehrig got 31. Abrams got 29. Got 5 sacks from Crosby, 3.5 from Jones, and a half sack from Bilal Nichols. It's only 9 sacks. 9 sacks as a team, which is not a lot. We got 6 interceptions. So yeah, our defense isn't amazing. Daniel Carlson kicking, got our punting, kick return, and punt return. So yeah, in terms of total yards, we are not really getting the ball up the field too much. As you guys saw, our scoring at 23.8. You guys can see that's kind of in the bottom of the league. And then our defense has been abysmal. I feel like in terms of total yards. Where are we? Where are we actually? I feel like maybe Raiders. We actually haven't given up that many yards, surprisingly. Our pass defense has been pretty solid. Our rush defense has, in terms of total yards, not been the best. And 172 points allowed is not the best. It seemed as though our defense is a lot worse than what the ratings made it seem to be. Okay, defense actually isn't that bad. But I am kind of curious to see what we have in terms of negotiations, like who we need to potentially re-sign. Okay, Josh Jacobs. Okay, there's actually a decent amount of guys we need to re-sign. So we're going to have a lot of money, but it's going to be spent well. But we'll wait to extend people. I'm not going to extend anybody at this very moment. So we'll kind of keep the team weight as I assume will be pretty bad for the rest of the year. So I'm not going to make any trades. I'm just going to choose the correct draft class. We'll do our scouting and then go from there. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year where I imagine we won't make the playoffs. Okay, I'm shocked. We actually ended up making the playoffs. I did not foresee that coming. We made the wild card. I'm actually happy. In a way, I'm happy, but I'm also not because I wanted a good draft pick. But I don't know how we made it. Our ranks don't look amazing. We actually ended up having a good second half of the season, I guess. So 9-8. Good enough to make the playoffs. I'll take it. You know what? Hey, we made it. So we're taking on Jacksonville in the wild card. Now they were 11-6. Texans 1-16. Yikes, that's terrible. But let's take a look at the playoff bracket. As you see, we are right there. We got the Bucks and the Eagles in the bottom right corner. In case you're curious. So let's look at the stats. See how we did. Derek Carr ended up having a great second half of the year. Really great second half of the year. I was thinking about maybe getting another quarterback, but honestly, threw for over 5,000 yards, 33 TDs, 11 interceptions, 60% completion percentage, 98.6 pass rating. So he kind of just had a bad first half, but much better after the midseason. So good for him. Good for him. We went 7-2, right? Wait, no, we were 2-4. We were 2-4 at the midseason. So we went 7-4. Yeah, the rest of the way. So not too bad there. Josh Jacobs, pretty solid year for him. Then Drake, our secondary back. Carsmere White. Receivers, don't have to add him like leading receiver. Total yards. I mean, Hunter Renfrow, Keelan Cole Sr. and Darren Waller as well. So our receivers were great. Blocking wise, a little bad on the tackle side. Miller and Cannon let up a lot of sacks for my liking. But there, Cannon was a temp, so not a big deal. Brown, 148 tackles, 118 for Perryman, and Abram, Hobbs, Mullen Jr. In terms of sacks, we had 13.5 for Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, 9.5 for zone. So good to see out of them. 3.5 from Bilal. Butler Jr. had 2. 7 interceptions for Jayon Brown, pretty insane. Denzel Perryman had 5. 3 for Morig, 2 for Mullen Jr., and then we had a bunch of guys with 1. Daniel Carson, 18-21, decent. AJ Cole, 3rd. Darius Phillips, kick return TD. And then you got the punt in as well. So yeah, offense, turns to total yards, ended up being 10th. So top 10, that's pretty cool to see. And yeah, Raiders, in terms of scoring, in the top half of the league. That's what you like to see. Our passing is also near the top of the league. Our rush, not so much. It's hard to get both. In terms of defense, where were we in terms of the league? We were not the best. Not the best. Our rush defense, not the best. Our passing defense was not the best. All right, so our defense kind of went a little bit down, but you know, hey, we made the playoffs in our first season, so that's a pretty solid accomplishment from us. Dak Prescott won the MVP, even though he's supposed to be hurt. But of course, I guess pre-existing injuries just don't exist in EA. And then Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. We got the Jaguars in the wildcard playoff game. There's their rankings, you guys can see. I mean, is there a chance we could beat them? Yeah, there definitely is a chance. We only final simulate, so if we win, we win. If we're not, we got an off season to improve. So I'll see you guys. Let's hopefully win. Literally leave the game because it just was not advancing. But we ended up winning. So hopefully I don't have to do that again. So we're in the divisional playoff. We're taking on the Denver Broncos. They're their ratings, in case you guys are curious. Wow, they were really good. 12-5. Let's see how we compare against them. Ooh, lost by 3 points. Tough. Oh, good. Not too bad. You know what? I thought this season was a dead in the water. We got to the divisional playoff, which is pretty cool. Fortunately, lost by 3. So our season ends there. So I guess we'll just advance to the Super Bowl, see who wins it, and we'll go on from there. So the Bills ended up winning the Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Ed Oliver was the Super Bowl MVP. You guys see the awards there. Drake London from the Falcons, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Kayvon Thibodeau from the New York Giants. So let's go to the offseason, re-sign players phase. We got a lot of players to try to re-sign, so it should be fun. All right, you guys can see we got a ton of guys here that I would like to keep around. Hopefully I can afford a lot of these. I don't know if I can afford all these guys, but I definitely want to keep a lot of these guys. So I'm going to offer contracts, see who we can end up keeping for the team. I'm also going to try to trade for more picks. I think maybe trade some of our future, like our next year picks for these year's picks. Just because I might just try to build a little bit through the draft as well as through free agency. And then maybe make a couple of minor trades in the end of the second season, something like that. So yeah, let's see who we can end up keeping for the team and then go on to free agency. After that, I was able to re-sign some of my guys. Some of them want to test, so that's not a problem. If we could re-sign them. Some of them we can. Otherwise, we could always try to find some replacements. So we're gonna go to free agency with a decent amount of money. I'd say almost 57 million. So we'll see what we're picking up. I'll also try to acquire a couple more draft picks for this upcoming draft, and we'll try to get some young guys and develop them and go from there. Let me show you guys who we ended up picking up in free agency, and we actually had a decent free agency. As you guys see, we've got Quentin Nelson. He's going to be our new left guard. Hit scheme the team. That's a big signing for us. We got Sean Elliott, strong safety. We got Bryce Callahan, fit scheme the team, cornerback. Lowry, another left end. Auden Tate, another wide receiver. We got Malik Reed, another right outside linebacker, and then Jawan Taylor at the right tackle spot. So, not a bad free agency. I'd say it's pretty solid. I do want to try to see if I can get a couple of additional picks for this upcoming draft. So I'm gonna make a couple trades, and then we're gonna try to add people to the draft. So let's see what moves are out there. All right, I did this trade with the Bills. We traded away our first round pick, 26 this year, and the 2024 second round pick next year for their 32nd pick, the 64th pick, and the 96th pick of this draft. All right, I traded away first, third, fourth round pick next season for the Jets' 17th pick in this year's draft. All right, and this is the final trade I'm going to make with the Packers' 6th, 5th, and 7th round pick next season for the Packers' 4th round pick this year and their 7th round pick that they had. So we have a ton of picks in this year's draft. So we're going to draft a lot of young guys. We'll have them develop. And yeah, I'll see you guys once we are at the draft. I'll show you guys the first round picks. Okay, EA's got to fix their game. I don't even know if I traded and made... I had to quit the game again, so I don't even know if I forgot what trades I made. So I'm redoing the trades, I guess. First, second, third round pick for pick 11 from the Giants. There we go. I think I have a 4th round pick for 2024. I might just save that though, honestly. Yeah, I might save that, and we could just throw it in a trade maybe like at the midseason next year or something. Because I'm sick and tired of like this game. It's so bad. EA's got to fix it. I'm pretty sure I had other picks, but it is what it is. I just want to start the draft. So, yeah, let's just see who we end up picking with our first round picks. I'm going to pick Eli Ricks. We're going to go with a cornerback here. Young cornerback. So Eli Ricks out of Alabama. Welcome to the team, Eli. That's going to be our first pick with the pick with the first rounder. So thank you, Eli. Welcome to the team. We got Foskey, left end out of Notre Dame. So he'll be our second first round pick. Yeah, so I'm just going to draft the rest of these guys, and we'll show you guys the draft cap we ended up picking in the rest of the NFL draft. at draft recap, obviously got Ricks, Foskey, we got Bryman Young, Zay Flowers, Greg Barrett, this guy Montel, Alan Kellum, Parker Washington, Rick Wooden, and Jalen Cropper. Pretty solid draft from us, I'd say. Let's advance to the start of the second season. I'll show you guys the roster, and then we'll go from there. So at the start of the second season, here is the NFL roster for the not the Oakland Raiders, I just said Oakland. Las Vegas Raiders. If the game will load. Hopefully it does. EA has been killing me today. So Devontae Adams, we got him. We got Quentin Nelson, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Colton Miller, AJ Cole III, Trayvon Mullinan Jr., Derek Carr, Daniel Carlson, Trevon Moehrig, Deshaun Elliott, Jayon Brown, Bryce Callahan, Bilal Nichols, Nate Hobbs, Auden Tate, Darrell Williams. You guys see, our team I feel like we have a really good offensive team. Our defense maybe gives us a slight bit more work. But I want to take a look at the improved team functionality, see who we can pick up if I am short on anybody. So I'll double check. But yeah, the improved teams you guys can see where we could potentially improve. Center, we've got Andre James, which is the best. Right tackle, we've got Jawan Taylor, which was the best we could do at the time. Defensive tackle, Byron Young. Okay. I could pick up a defensive tackle like Maurice Hurst. That we won't have a rookie, so I might just pick him up. Maurice Hurst. It's a slight upgrade, nothing too major though, just to have another guy. And then I think we're good on everything else, so yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna keep the team the way it is, and then maybe at the mid-season we'll decide to make a move and try to upgrade the team if we're not doing too well. So I guess I'll see you guys at the mid-season again. I think we did all we needed to do. I'll show you guys the stats, and we'll go. Alright, so we're at the mid-season, sitting at 3-3 right now in the AFC West, which isn't terrible. As you guys see our rankings, pretty decent in some areas. I mean, we're scoring a lot of points. This year, our passing and our offensive yards per game, not amazing, but our defensive points per game is a little low. So yeah, I definitely want to see if I can try to improve our defense. Do a trade or two. But yeah, we're sitting at 3-3 right now. So we did make the playoffs last season, starting 2-4. So 3-3, slightly better than last year, and I think our team is a bit better. So I would assume we could maybe make the playoffs, especially after we make another trade. So let's take a look at the stats, see what we got going on here. Who's playing well, who's not. So Derek Carr, again, 12 TDs, 7 interceptions, a little high on the interceptions, 94 passer rating. But he ended up having a really nice year last year, so if he could have a really good second half of the season again, that'd be great. In terms of our rushing, Josh Jacobs has been pretty solid. Zamir White is my secondary running back. Then we got Carr, Renfrow. Okay. And then in terms of receiving, we got Devontae Adams leading the team with the receiving. He's only got 1 TD though, which is kind of weird. Hunter Renfrow, same thing. And then Darren Waller's got 7. Auden Tate. Okay, in terms of blocking, how's that looking? That's alright. Jawan Taylor, 7 sacks allowed. It could be better. Divine Diablo has got 57 tackles, 53 for Brown, 32 from Elliott, Callahan, and Hobbs, and Jones. Sacks, got Crosby at 5, 4 from Hurst. Jones got 3.5. Interceptions, we've got 7 as a team. Hobbs and Mullen Jr. each have 2. Kicking, Daniel Carson's been perfect. AJ Cole III, and then our kick return and punt return there, pretty solid. So, total offensive yards, 23rd in the league. So, not really moving the football up the field that much. At least we are kind of doing a decent job scoring the football. As you guys see, we're making the most of our opportunities, sitting at 32 points. Defensively, we could use a little bit of improvement. Although we're not really giving up a lot of yards. And our scoring, in terms of points allowed, it's actually not awful. But I would like to try to improve our defense a little bit. So I'm going to try to make a couple trades, maybe 1 trade or 2, to try to see if we can improve our defense. So I'll see what's out there with picks we have. And how much cap room do we have? Not a lot. So if I would make a trade, it's probably going to be a small one. So I'll see what's out there. Alright, I did this deal with the Broncos. First, second, third round pick with the Broncos for Patrick Surtain the second and 2 7th round picks. So we get a really good cornerback that fits the scheme of the team, hopefully help us out on defense. So that's the only move I'm going to make. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Alright guys, so we ended up going 10-7 and made the playoffs for a second straight season. Taking on the Colts in the wild card playoff game. And they're our team rankings. So we had a good second half of the year. Just nice to see. 10-7. And we're taking on the Colts. That's a tough matchup though. But I think we could do well. Never know. Maybe we could beat them. But yeah, there's the standings. In case you were all curious. So not too bad there. Jaguars 3-4. Or 3-14. Not very good. So our defense did improve a little bit over the season, which was nice. Falcons and the Cardinals in the bottom right corner, in case y'all were curious. So yeah, we're taking on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So let's take a look at the stats for the team before we do that. Derek Carr, not a bad year for him. Not as good as last season. Still a good year though. 37 TDs, 15 interceptions, 278.2 yards per game, 96.2 passer rating, 60% completion percentage. Josh Jacobs, good year from him. Then Zamir White. So that's not too bad. I liked it. I like it. Receiving wise, Devontae Adams. We're just targeting him, man. Good stuff from Devontae. Then Hunter Renfrow doing his thing out there. Auden Tate is a good pickup for us. And then Darren Waller, 16 TDs. That's insane. I think he's going to be a free agent, so I got to make sure we keep him around. And then our blocking was... Colton Miller, Jawan Taylor letting up a lot of sacks out there. A little worrisome. Diallo, 141 tackles, lead the team, 137 for Brown. Then we had Elliott with 99, 88 for Hobbs. Crosby had 85, 70 from Surtain. Sack-wise, 11 sacks from Crosby. Jones had 8.5, 5 from Hurst, 4 from Lowry. And the rest of these guys down here. We had a lot of interceptions, 3 from Hobbs, 2 from Ricks, Surtain, Mullen Jr., and 1 from these guys here, so pretty solid there. Carlson, perfection. And then punting, kick return, and punt return. So, offense 17th, middle of the pack in terms of total yards. Where were we good in terms of yards? Passing, near the top. Our rush was probably bottom middle. But 28.5 points per game, that puts us in the top half of the league for sure. Scoring the ball, so that's good to see. Our defense in terms of total yards was actually good. We defended well for the most part. About average against the passing. Our rush defense a little bit better, and then points allowed 440 puts us in the upper echelon of the National Football League. So awards, in case you're curious, we had Lamar Jackson win MVP, Coach here Mike McDaniel. All right, so we're taking on the Colts in the divisional playoff. Let's see if we can beat them. They're their rankings. Let's hope for the best. Alright, so we ended up beating the Colts, and we're in the divisional playoff. Taking on our rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. You can see their rankings there, their overalls. We are the away team, of course. So, who did we lose to last year? Did we lose to the Chiefs? No. I forgot who we lost to. Oh, the Broncos? Might have been the Broncos. I don't know. Either way, we're playing the Chiefs. Let's see if we can beat them. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat the Chiefs. They beat us 31-24. So, couldn't get to the AFC Conference Championship game. We still got one more season. We'll see if my young guys can develop. We'll try to keep some guys around. I don't know how much money we're going to have. Hopefully, we can re-sign some of our guys. It's going to be tough. So, let's advance to the off-season. I'll see you guys from there. Packers beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl 58 with Sam Darnold being the Super Bowl MVP. That's interesting. If you guys see the Players of the Year, look at that. Najee Harris. I feel like I don't usually see that. Bryce Young from the Lions, Miles Murray from the Colts, Rookies of the Year respectively. Let's go to the third and final season. We got our re-sign player phase. Hopefully we have enough cap space to keep some of our guys. It's going to be interesting. Well, we don't have a lot of guys up for negotiation, but we are short on money. Darren Waller, I'd like to re-sign him. But I don't know if I can because I don't have the money to do so. Yeah, we don't have the money. I guess Brevin Jordan might have to be TE. That's not good. Oh, actually, Brevin Jordan's here. So he won't even be the team. Well, I could re-sign him. $2 million. 4-year deal, maybe. Alright, once that's free agency. Yeah, we don't have a lot of cap space, so this is going to be a little bit tough. We might have to make some trades. Can't afford Ball Nichols as well, so that's a little difficult there. Hurst, we could re-sign him maybe. We could afford him. Andre James. John Simpson. I'll probably re-sign Andre James. I feel like I don't have any centers. I'll give him $2.5 million. See if he accepts that. Nope. Alright, we got guys desperate. I'm going to have to try to free up some money because I would like to keep around Darren Waller, so I'm definitely going to try to make some trades here. We'll see if we can free him up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to find some replacements. I had to do this deal with the Packers. This was a tough trade to make, but I tried to trade away Derek Carr. He's making too much money. I traded for Sam Darnold. He won the Super Bowl MVP. Kenny Clark, another defensive tackle, and then I got Douglas. I need to throw in a player, so I think that'll free up some money for us, and maybe then we can re-sign Darren Waller, and I could try to trade for a center. I think that's the best thing I could try to do here, so I'm going to be in free agency. We're going to try to re-sign Darren Waller, and see if we can re-sign him. I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake trading away Derek Carr. But I guess we'll find out. Alright, I traded away a 4th round pick in Parham from our team to the Texans for Bozeman as our center. Alright, 4th, 5th, 6th round pick to the Buccaneers for Hall and Hughes. So I get a right end, fits the scheme of the team, another right tackle. Not really too much. It's kind of just a throw-in player there. Alright, last year with the Chargers, small one. Bunch of 7th round picks. I got back a fullback that fits my scheme of the team. Just be an extra weapon. Hoskins and then Wilcox. So that's pretty much it. That's all I've got. Don't even know if I have any money for free agency. I have $2.19 million. I already re-signed Darren Waller. So you guys, that's the only signing I've made so far. If I make any other signings, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm just going to see you guys start the final season, so I don't have any draft picks. Alright guys, so we're at the start of the third and final season. I did sign Wingard. I don't know if he's actually on the team, if we cut him or not, but yeah, other than re-signing Darren Waller, I didn't do much after that. There was nothing at draft recap for you guys to see. So I'm just going to show you guys the roster. Man, and also, I just have to mention this. This game is so bad. It's not even funny how bad this game is. The amount of times I've had to close the game and reopen it, it's just been ridiculous. It just keeps freezing. Pain. But anyways, that's not important. We'll deal with it. We've been dealing with it. Let's look at the roster that we got for our third and final season. So we got Devontae Adams, Quentin Nelson, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, Kenny Clark, Max Crosby, Colton Miller, Hunter Renfrow, Patrick Stewart in second, AJ Cole in third. Mullen Jr., we got Mo still, we got Chandler Jones, Daniel Carlson, Russell Douglas, Sean Elliott's on the team, Jalen Brown, Nate Hobbs, Auden Williams, Bozeman, Eli's on the squad, Alex Leatherwood, Bosky. There's definitely talent on the team. Obviously we had to trade away Derek Carr, so I'm hoping that this team could be pretty good still. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for sure, but I do think we have a solid squad. But let's take a look at the improved team functionality. So we've got Sam Darnold. He's my starting QB. So we'll see how that works out for us. And there's not much else I could do. Right end, Logan Hall. I guess that's fine. I could sign Frank Clark. He fits the scheme of the team as well. But we'll hold off on that. I think that's my weakest position. Honestly, maybe just to have another free agent. Or just another guy on the team. Although I can't afford him, so I have to free up $760K, so I can't afford him. So right end. How much money did he want? 2.96. I could maybe sign I signed Morgan Fox now. I can't afford him. Alright, we're just gonna keep the team the way it is. Maybe at the midseason, if we need to make a move, we will. With any of our draft picks that we have for 2026. Because that would be the only picks we have, because you traded away all our picks. Because we're not going to use them, because like I said, it's only 3-season rebuild. So, either way, let's see how we do. I think this team could be pretty good. All I'm going to find out is to simulate. So I'll see you guys at the midseason. And this team is 6-1 right now, so that's awesome to see. And you guys can see we are actually playing very, very well. And Sam Darnold's been amazing. Looks like. I mean, our offense has been absolutely insane. Our defense has not been amazing. Look at the rankings. But our offense has been fantastic. 6-1 right now, which is great. You guys see some teams here that were also pretty good. The Dolphins are undefeated, the Titans. But we're right there. We're having a good season. So if we keep this up, we can make the playoffs for a third straight season and have a chance to compete for a Super Bowl. So let's take a look at the stats and see what we got going on here. So who's playing well, who's not. Sam Darnold, man. Wow, what a pickup. What a pickup. I am shocked. Sam Darnold. 16 TDs, 1 interception. 71% completion percentage. 126.1 passer rating. Dude's actually an animal. It's ridiculous. Fair play. Josh Jacobs has been great. 766 yards. 9 TDs. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. Devontae Adams has had a good year. Darren Waller's been good. Hunter Renfrow and Auden Tate. Yeah, this team's legit. Our blocking has been superb. Tackling. Got Brown leading the team. Then Diablo 54. Trayvon. Deshaun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sack-wise, we've got Crosby at 6, 3.5 from Jones, 3 from Clark, Bosky 1.5, 1 from Hall. 4 interceptions as a team. Not a lot. 9 of 11. Daniel Carson, 9-11, and only missed 1 extra point. AJ Cole punting, kick return, and punt return. So our offense in terms of total yards is going to be tops in the NFL, which is great to see. Our passing is tops in the NFL. Our rush is top 3. That's a recipe for success. 36.6 points, second only to the Miami Dolphins. So excellent offense from us, and yeah, you can see the Dolphins are really good because they are both great offensively and defensively. And where are we on defense in terms of total yards? Near the bottom. Our rush defense has been pretty good. Passing defense, not so much. And then in terms of points allowed, yeah, we're letting people score a lot on us. But you know what? It's okay because this team has been really good regardless. So, I don't think we have any cap space to make any moves. So, if I was going to make trades, I mean, maybe we can make a trade? Oh, 3.23 million? Okay, we're going to make a trade. Let's do it. I want to try to get some more defenders or something. Talent. We're 6-1 right now, so I assume make playoffs, but got these picks here. Might as well use them in trade bait, so let's see what's out there. Second, third round pick to the Chiefs for Gross Matos, right end. Fits scheme the team. Welcome to the squad. For some reason, I thought we didn't make the playoffs, but we ended up going 14-3, so this team is scary, and we actually got a bye from the wildcard playoff game. So we had a fantastic season. Awesome ranks. The only thing we were bad at in terms of yards per game, 28th in the league. But other than that, this team was really, really good. So we ended up with the best record in the NFL. So your Las Vegas Raiders are the best team in the NFL. Does that mean anything? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything unless you win. So let's see if we can back it up. But yeah, get a bye, so we're automatically in divisional playoff, which is cool to see. Let's see if we could actually get over the hump this season and at least get to the AFC Conference Championship. That'd be nice. Stat-wise, let's take a look. We got Sam Darnold. Wow, what a year from him. 5,130 yards, 37 TDs, 6 interceptions, 118.8 passer rating, 70% completion percentage. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. Josh Jacobs had an amazing season as well. 1,634 yards, 22 TDs. And then White, 7 rush TDs as well. As a backup. Cool to see from him. Devontae Adams had a great season, 12 TDs. Led the team in receiving yards. We had 3 receivers with over 1,000 reception yards. Darren Waller almost added in 4. So he had a nice year as well. I mean, Josh Jacobs, man, how about his work? He was awesome. Blocking was all right. Second half of the season kind of dipped a little bit. Miller and Taylor love giving up sacks. So, what can you do about that? Jalen Brown led my team in tackles once again. Diablo with 114. 99 from Douglas. Sean Elliott, 89. Okay. In terms of sacks, looks like Crosby led the team. Yep, 14.5 Max Crosby, 9 from Chandler Jones. Kenny Clark had 7.5. Gross Matos, good pickup from us at the deadline, 6.5. 4.5 for Bosky. Cool to see there. Interceptions, Sean Elliott led the team with 3. 2 from Douglas. Oregon certainly second. If you guys down here had 1. Daniel Carson, 72 kicking, 77 extra points. Alright. AJ Cole, the third punting, kick return from Eli Ricks, and then punt return Rick Wooden. So top 2 in total offensive yards, only behind the Kansas shitty Chiefs. And I guess that's because Mahomes was crazy with them passing yards. Yeah, that would be the only reason why. But fair play to us. And rush yards, though, we were also in the tops. So great stuff there. 32.5 points per game. Second in the league, only to the Detroit Lions. Interesting. Okay. Defensively, in terms of total yards, we were... Where were we? Bottom half of the league. 408 points allowed, though, near the top. So that's nice to see. Our defense was alright. I wonder who won an MVP. Did we get an MVP on our team? No, Bryce Young was the MVP. Impressive. Impressive indeed. Sam Darnold was 5th. That's cool to see. Coach of the Year? Bill Duncan. Alright. We were runner-up, though. Runner-up for McDaniels. But that's not important. What's important is who we're taking on in divisional playoff round. So let's advance to that round, and I'll see you guys what's in there. Well, we're taking on the Chiefs. Again. Let's see if we can beat them this time. Their defense isn't as good as ours. Ours should be better. We have the best defensive rush. They have the best passing. Our passing defense is a little bad. Theirs isn't great either. Use their rush defense. I don't know. Let's just see what happens here. We're the home team. So let's see if we get the victory against the Chiefs. We did not get the victory against the Chiefs. So we go 14-3. And we lose by 3 to the Chiefs. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It's like... It doesn't even matter if we get a bye. I feel like even if we get a bye, we end up losing. I feel like of the maybe 2 or 3 times we get a bye, we end up losing in the divisional playoff round anyway. That's unfortunate. We had a really good team. This team was good, man. I thought this team was really good, and unfortunately couldn't get the job done. Yeah, this season was a letdown. This was a underperforming. I think it was the Chiefs, and we lost by 3, so at least it wasn't like an embarrassing meltdown, but dang. I mean, let's see. Was it embarrassing? I have no idea. Let's see. Was it embarrassing? Was it embarrassing? It was... it wasn't that bad, I guess, right? I mean, honestly, yeah. Not even that bad. I mean, we probably could have won. I don't even know. I really have no idea where we choked. Either way, let's just see who wins the Super Bowl and close out the video. Well, at least the Lions ended up winning it. I was about to say the Chiefs won it, but nope, the Lions won it. And Bryce Young was the MVP of the Super Bowl and the league. You guys see the awards there. We had Dalvin Frazier, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dolphins, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Cole Claiborne from the Dallas Cowboys. Alright, I guess with that being said, let's go to the full screen and close this video. Alright guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments for more videos. Go to social down in the description, playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 rebuilding videos. Check out my channel, socials, TJP, second channel, description, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we had a good team. Unfortunately, couldn't get the job done, but we got another few NFL teams to go. NFC team next time we do it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed your video. If you did, like I said, leave a like and subscribe. And enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you all soon. Take care, and peace out.